Hello. Good morning to all. As our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir arrived, so let's start the programs. So, with permission of our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, Professor N. Lokhan Singh, Vice Chancellor Manipur University, and Chief Guest of today's program. Then we have our respected Dean, Professor S. Jivan Kumar Singh, Dean, School of Human and Environmental Sciences, Manipur University, and today's guest of honor. We have here with us Professor D.K. Nayak, Dean and Professor Royal Global University Assam, and from a former Professor, Department of Geography, Northeastern Hill University, Manipur, and our respected Professor N. Deva Singh, former HOD and Dean, Department of Geography, Manipur University, and we have our former faculty member, Dr. Samarjit Singh, and as a special invitees, and we have another special invitees, Dr. Y. Imo Singh, Professor, Department of Geography, Dhanvanjali University. Dear distinguished faculty members, research scholars, students, esteemed guests, on behalf of the organizing committee, I, Dr. Vishwajit Das, extend a very warm welcome to all of you. It is my great pleasure and privilege to welcome you all in today's inaugural function of National Conference on Sustainability and Climate Change. This conference provides an important academic platform for the students, scholars, researchers, and the academicians. So this conference provides an important academic platform to discuss on the different issues which is related to sustainability and the climate change, which is the most pressing challenges in today's world. We sincerely hope that discussion and the academic exchange during this conference will contribute the meaningful outcomes towards the policy making and a way forward for the sustainable development. So, without further ado, let's begin the special occasion by inviting our dignitaries on the dais. Today, we are absolutely delighted and honored to have our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, here with us. May I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor N. Lokhan Singh, Vice Chancellor, Manipur University, to come on the dais and take the respective seats. Sir, please. Then now I would like to request our guest of honor, our respected Dean Sir, Professor S. Jivan Kumar Singh, Dean, School of Human and Environmental Sciences, and Professor in Anthropology of Manipur University to come on the dais. Now I would like to invite Professor D.K. Nayak Sir, Professor, Royal Global University, and former Professor, Department of Geography, Northeastern Hill University. Sir, please come on the dais. Next, I would like to invite our another guest of honor, our Professor, respected N. Deva Singh, former Dean, School of Human and Environmental Sciences, and former HOD, Department of Geography, Manipur University. So please. May I now request our respected Professor K.H. Pradeep Kumar Singh, Department of Geography, Manipur University, and the President of today's programs. Sir, please come on the dais. Last. Yes. We will speak last. So, may I now request our HOD, Dr. Abuja Manglam Singh, and the convener of today's conference, Sir, please come forward for the felicitation of our respected dignitaries on the dais by offering Lingyan and a memento. Sir, please.
of Geography, Northeast Indian University.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Sananda Kundu, Assistant Professor, Department of Geography, Manipur University, to come forward for the felicitation of our respected special invitees of today's programs. Dr. R.K. Somarjit Singh, former faculty member, Department of Geography, Manipur University, and Professor Y. Imo Singh, Department of Geography, Dhanmontari University. And our convener also. I forget to mention our convener. So yes, sir, please come. Thank you, ma'am. So on this auspicious occasion, we'll begin with the lighting a lamp. In Indian culture, lighting a lamp signifies dispelling of all darkness and welcoming the lights. Lights of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment, making a new beginning of an auspicious journey by invoking divine blessing. So for that, may I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to come forward for the
To
lighting
come
the lamp.
forward for
And
the
may I
lighting of the
also
lamps.
request all
And
our
may I
dignitaries
also
to
request
join
all our dignitaries to
our
join
respected Vice Chancellors.
our respected vice chancellors.
So may I now request to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, our scholars, students, everyone, to rise for our Manipur University anthem. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Now, I would like to invite our convener of today's seminar, Dr. Abuja Manglim Singh, HOD, Department of Geography, Manipur University, to deliver a welcome address. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Vishwajit, my colleague. Uh, Today, I'm extremely honored to have this opportunity to deliver the welcome address at the inaugural function of the National Conference on Sustainability and Climate Change 2026. Today, we have a distinguished list of dignitaries, both, both on and off the dais. Our chief guest, Professor N. Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Manipur University. We have three Grace of Honors, Professor S. Jivan Kumar Singh, Dean, School of Human and Environmental Sciences, Professor D.K. Naik, Professor and Dean, Royal Global University, Assam, and former Dean and HOD of Geography Department, Nehu, Professor N. Devi Singh, former Dean and Head, Department of Geography, Manipur University, and President of today's function, Professor Department of Geography, Manipur University, and we also have three special invitees. Dr. R.K. Somerjit Singh, former uh, senior colleague of mine in the Department of Geography, Manipur University. Professor Y. Imo Singh, Department of Geography, Dhanamanduri University. And we also are joined online by Professor M.S. Rawat, a senior professor of geography, Nagaland University. Respected faculty colleagues from other departments, my fellow colleagues, research scholars, participants of this conference, and my dear students. Good morning to everyone. On behalf of the Department of Geography, Manipur University, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the National Conference on Sustainability and Climate Change 2026. The theme of this conference is very relevant today. Sustainability and climate change are two intertwined major issues that face the world today. Through this conference, we hope to provide a platform for discussion and exchange of ideas on ways to promote sustainable and climate resilient development. And I take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Manipur University for promptly granting us the permission and approving our request for financial support for organizing this conference. Uh, and I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to our Dean, Professor S. Jivan Kumar, School of Human and Environmental Sciences, Manipur University, who is also the patron of this conference, for his constant guidance and cooperation in organizing this event. I would like to also thank the organizing committee, particularly my colleagues, for their unstinted support. Our research scholars, particularly for them, this has been nothing sort of a boot camp in event management. They have been staying here late night also. So further, I also thank my dear students for being the foot soldiers of the organizing committee, uh, and all the more reason to thank them. And if this conference goes with grand success, which I feel to be, the credit goes to them. And if there are any shortcomings, of course, being the convener of this uh, conference, I would be more than happy to take them. So we look forward to 2 days of engagement. in terms of discussing this topic, sustainability and climate change, in a more meaningful way. Once again, I warmly welcome you all to this national conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahalun sir. Now, may I request Professor N. Deva Singh, former Dean, School of Human and Environmental Sciences, and former HOD, Department of Geography, Manipur University, and today's guest of honors to share his view on this specific occasion. Sir, please.
Honorable Vice Chancellor of Manipur University and chief guest of this nation's conference, professors and local industries, respected Dean School of Human and Environmental Sciences, Professor Edmund Kumar Singh, respected Deans and Professors, Royal Global University, Professor D.K. Nayak, respected Professor Pradeep Kumar, President of this nation conference, learned friends, Dr. Somoji, Professor Imo, faculty members of this department, invitees from other departments and colleges, research scholars, and students, particularly of Department of Geography. Well, climate change, once it was a slow natural process, was having, that planet itself was having ice ages in between interglaciation period, of course warming period, taking long period, we believe. But now we got a threat from the temperature increase, largely because of human activities. What type of activities? That is, that burning of fossil fuels, simply
Simply
coal, natural gas, and others,
natural gas and
for
other
our
fuels
developmental works or
for our
kind of things.
developmental works or kind of things.
Now, this is when we see since 1908, since the beginning of the industrial revolutions in the United Nations, you see the 1988 IPCC was formed by UN and also World Meteorological Organizations. Then 1992, the Rio Meet formed actually United Nations framework, conference framework for climate change. Under which series of COP, conference for parties, including Kyoto Meet and
Geneva Conference
Paris Agreement.
we may be way back 1979. After
Last year
that,
also
in
we had
United
Brazil.
Nations,
There was
you see the 1988
now why is
IPCC
that?
was
How
formed.
long?
The 1988
Now why is
IPCC
that?
was
How
formed.
long? Is the point? Human survival in this planet. Okay. Because of the burning out of fossil fuels is the point. So now we find intensified storms, flood, wildfires, and disasters. One of the even in our day-to-day life, the way we are receiving the way we are getting the news, the way and the when the season comes on from this money is coming, so we will be getting the scarcity of water and kind of things. Now everybody gets panic. The real threat has been given because of the increasing temperatures. So the question of mitigation adaptations in climate science can use. Otherwise, climate change solutions. How to reduce global warming, how to reduce the warming, this trend. This is the point. So when we see that the energy use, this is after all for using of energy. Now you see that burning of fossil fuels, that coal is 21% and oil is 31%, the rest is natural gas. Now, more than 80% we are using steel. We are having the war, transport, all kind of things, crisscross, in the waters, sea water, on the surface, in the sky, with all high tech, the devices. So I should say, we never mind, but we discuss in institution, organizations, platform, and kind of things. So what is the sense of doing the work to bring down the temperatures? So according to the report, see the increase rate compared to the past, that 1.34 degrees Celsius increase, I mean to say, average surface temperatures in the Earth. Now, again, another some reports say that 2023, 2024 to 2025, even 1.5 degrees Celsius, somebody said. So, the, one of the, I think, Paris Agreement has resolved that we should not reach 1.5 degrees Celsius. It will be horrible cases. Somehow we should be, that below of that. So, it is difficult to say. It is difficult to say now. But point is that where is the sustainability of this? But on the other hand, there are something in the way which when I go through this, I find that see, the renewable energy. We really see that whole world, renewable energy is coming using the energy from sun and wind and also that under their energy and hydropower. This is this is very good sign, the development. In India also you will find an introduction of the e-vehicle services. E-vehicle services and there are more than 1,000 e-vehicles. I think Guwahati for urban transport, Guwahati has already received all this. And we find that many two-wheeler, three-wheelers, e-vehicles. This is of course sustainable transport. We see that. So this aspect is a very good sign to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide, you see that when we have only 1 billion population in the world, 1980, the level was 280 per million. Now it is, somebody has reported Chinese, I go to literature, 429, almost 430. Although we says that 425, 26 is 429, 430 per million. Methane also increased from 700 to 1950 per billion. You see, nitrogen cells. So these are the things we see that, and then government has taken some action on that, introducing, the thing devices we typically not. This is something good. On the other hand, we are also doing, of course, at the state level, natural based solutions. What way is that? Afforestation, reforestation, and wetland restorations. In our state Manipur, we need all those things. And on that, we'll protect these from extremes, disaster like flood and thing, having our thick visitations. So we could improve the ecosystem resilience, that having of that carbon sinks, carbon sequestrations, then protections of biodiversity, insect diversity, and then the protection from the extreme event disasters. We should have that ecosystem resistance. So now we find that a lot of things coming up, that the actions and then in agriculture also there are some things, smart crops that will adjust, adaptations of, that the temperature increase, and then we'll find it, so synthetic biology. Now we will into engineering, genetic engineering works. These kind of things, but these are small things. These are small things, and then still we are wondering it, and then we are getting, that the impact of temperature increase. So this seminar, through discussions, will have certain, that will bring certain impact to understand, that the what do you call that, the climate change, its harm or its impact on the society, on our life, and then so that I think our understanding, with our understanding, we can do adaptation, we can do education. I believe this seminar will have success, will have, as I said, and really will give good cooperations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful thoughts. Sir has given a long tour of from ice age to the present day industrial revolution, and how sir linked that with the climate change. It's really um, very enlightening us. So now may I request our next guest of honor, Professor Dr. D.K. Nayak,
Dr. D.K. Nayak,
sir, Dean and
sir, Dean
Professor
and
of Royal Global
Professor of
University
Royal
and
Global
former
University
Professor of
and former
Department of
Professor of
Geography, Northeastern
Department
Hill
of Geography,
University,
Northeastern Hill
Shillong,
University,
to speak few
Shillong,
words.
to speak few words.
Thank you, and a very good
Thank
morning
you and a very good morning
to
to all of
Honorable
you.
Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Lokendra Singh, who is also the chief guest in this occasion, President of this inaugural session, Professor Pradeep Kumar Singh, Professor S. Jiban Kumar Singh, who is another guest of honor as the Dean of this School of Human and Environmental Sciences and an eminent anthropologist himself, Dr. Abhijam Mangalam Singh, the convener of this seminar and also the head of the Department of Geography, this department. Then we have among us Professor N. Devas Singh, who is a senior professor of this university, who served this department and has been a good friend of mine for long years. Professor Y. Emma Singh from Dhanmanjari University, and Professor Sumarjit Singh, also another good friend of mine who has been a former teacher in this department and has served long years here, and other colleagues from the Department of Geography of this university and other departments of geography in different colleges and other universities from where they have come from, and colleagues from other departments of Manipur University who have joined us in this occasion. There are many who have come from uh, other departments, the research scholars of this department, students, ladies and gentlemen, and other guests, if any. I'm really indeed honored to be speaking to you, all of you, on this occasion. I find it very interesting as a topic to be discussed in the coming 2 days. I know
President of this
how important is climate change, and is so much so important that than listening to than listening to great scientists speaking and giving us empirical data as to how climate has changed and why we should add another geological time scale called Anthropocene. That it's no more, we are no more dealing with geological times, and geologic itself is getting overwhelmed by human interference with the natural system, so much so that climate change is simply not an external agency threatening us, just like another
planet coming to hit the earth, but it itself is part of human creations. And perhaps ever since it has exasperated, ever since the Industrial Revolution, colonialism, and carbon emission, all that has been told and will be discussed in great length in the coming 2 days. I don't want to take much time. I don't want to, because I will have still some time, unlike other speakers. I still am fortunate to have another 30 minutes or so when I can discuss a lot more about it. So I thank the organizers for giving me this chance to speak in the inaugural session and considering me as a guest of honor. I don't know, I am a guest, but all of you are honorable people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful thoughts. And may I now request our respected Dean and guest of honors of today's program, Professor H. Jivan Kumar Singh, Dean, School of Human and Environmental Sciences, Manipur University, to speak few words. Sir, please.
So, good morning, everyone. At the very outset, I feel myself extremely privileged to be here, being invited to join this very, very important national seminar on this climate change, sustainability, and climate change. So, at the very outset, I pay my due respect in regards to Professor N. Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, and who is the chief guest of today's auspicious gathering of this national seminar. Then I also pay my regards to Dr. D.K. Nayak, Dean and Professor Royal Global University Assam, and who was again the former professor of Northeast Hill University Shillong. Professor Deva, the former dean of our school, that is School of Human and Environmental Sciences, and who is also now here in the department as guest professor. Then we have Professor Yash Pradeep, was the former head and the president of this function. We have Professor Imo of Dhanmanjuri University and Dr. R.K. Samarjit Mayambong, and we have head of the department, Dr. Mangle, and all the faculty members, respected invitees, research scholars, delegates, and all the students. So at the very outset, I feel that the particular topic, sustainability and climate change, specifically chosen for this particular seminar as theme, it is very, very pertinent and it is the right time. As Professor Deva has said, during the Pleistocene epoch, at the very beginning, there was no question of climate change. It was simply the point of glaciation. Every one of us know about the Rees, Mintel, Goins, and Wood, then three interglaciation. But now today, because of this, our anthropogenic activities, there is a lot of climate change taking place. And as every one of you know, that main, problems that we are facing because of these climate changes are rising, this one, global temperature as we know it, then the melting of this one, ice glaciation, then as a result of which rising the sea level, then because of all this, there is increase in the weather activities, weather events such as floods, droughts, famine. These are all increasing, and this is all because of the human activity, anthropogenic activities. Now, no doubt, Government of India has taken up so many initiatives and so many schemes to fight this climate change, but still then we are facing it. We are facing it. And I'm very, very sure that the particular topics and the particular sub-themes specifically chosen for this particular seminar. So it contains a number of very, very important topics that needs further discussion, introduction, and delegates. It will come out to very, very fruitful sort of resolutions and sort of discussion and interaction. That will be very effective can be recommended to the policymakers, to the government, so that it is implemented, and the overall we can also to some extent mitigate or fight climate change that we are facing and bring sustainability to our livelihood. We can coexist peacefully with the environment and what to say, fight climate change. So I think that this particular seminar will be very, very useful and very, very fruitful. And let us hope everything comes out well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your
Thank
insightful
you, sir.
thoughts.
Thank you so
Sir
much for
has
your
rightly
insightful
highlighted about
thoughts.
the activity
Sir
activities,
has
how
rightly
it's
highlighted
responsible for
activities, how
today's climate
it's
change.
responsible for today's
May I
climate change.
now take this
May I
opportunity to
now take this
invite our honorable
opportunity to
Vice Chancellor,
invite our
Professor
Honorable
N.
Vice
Lokendra
Chancellor,
Singh,
sir,
Vice
Professor
Chancellor
N.
Manipur
Lokendra Singh,
University,
Vice Chancellor
for
Manipur.
sharing his thought on this occasion. Sir, please.
Professor S. Zivan Singh, Dean School of Human and Environmental Sciences, Professor K.H. Pradeep Kumar Singh, Department of Geography, Manipur University, Professor Nitin Nayak, Dean and Professor, Royal Global University, and former Professor Nehru, Professor N. Dev Singh from Head Department of Geography, Dr. Manglayam, Dr. Samarjit, Professor Imo, learned members of the faculties of different departments of the university, learned delegates from different universities inside and outside the state. They are friends from the media and ladies and gentlemen. Climate change is the in thing of concern, debate, and discussions of the global academic forums, global political forums, scientists, academics, everywhere, all across the globe. There have been seminars, symposia, conferences. People have been talking about carbon sequestration, how to conserve the atmospheric carbon dioxide, to slow down the process of say climate change. And sustainable development goal is also another important area in which all across the global academic institutions and universities, people have been discussing about the sustainable development goals. Now, for a place like Manipur University and for our colleagues, for our researchers and academics, it's extremely crucial that we keep in touch with what is happening all across the forums, UN forums, and different other forums of scientists, policymakers. But even for a region like Northeast India and Manipur, we need to document how this process of climate change has been taking place. I'm aware that altogether about 74 papers are going to be presented in this 2-day session. Good number of interesting papers are there. But we need to increase the visibility of these papers. The kind of studies, the kind of work that our scientists, our social scientists and scholars are working in various universities in the region as well as in the state of Manipur. We should make it more visible. I'm sure that there are hundreds of papers published on the theme of climate change and sustainable development goal in Manipur as well as in the region. But as I said, that we must try to get it published. I'm sure that most of the papers which have been presented in various seminars and conferences have been published. For Manipur University, the number of paper publication annually has been reported by the IQSC. It only comes to around 750 to 800 papers say annually. Whereas for universities like Dept University, for example, minimum it used to be around 2000 to 2009. We need to make works in academic papers published, and we should try to get it published in journals and other say publications which can get wider say audience. The other thing that I was interested to say is that there are many starting from around 19th century through the 19th century and 20th century, many British officers who came to Manipur, these British colonial officers, they were trained in good universities in England. They were trained in anthropology, they were trained on say different disciplines of science, on geography. So they had left behind 1760s or 1770s. There are data information on the rainfall. Then there are data from that time onwards till